I'm going to send out notifications and then we'll start. Well, if YouTube loads. Yeah. Ow. Okay. Just one more thing. Place to send this all out. All right. Let me load this. Do one or two more things with the stream manager. Okay. Think I'm all set. Make sure, check the audio really quick. It's audiating, so that's good. Good morning. Okay. So what's the deal? The deal is doing lore today. The new DLC trailer came out like 4 days ago. And I wanna analyze that stuff, so we're gonna do that. I had no clue that you could see Farum Azula from here. That's really cool. Close to that on the map? Oh, it's really far away map-wise. I guess it's very close. Is there a waterfall here? I feel like you can see a waterfall here in some parts. And I wonder what that means. Because there's a whole thing where this section of the map over here is sinking. So if this section of the map is rising up, that'd be interesting to know. Oh, and then I gotta turn down my own audio. It's a little loud. Okay. So. I will... Oh, damn it, I forgot the doc that I have for today. We've got a few things to do. The first is to walk around and talk to some NPCs, because I want to kind of get the lore of this game first. And then we will take a look at both of the other trailers. And I say both because we want to compare the DLC trailer to one of the Elden Ring trailers, because I think there's something very interesting there that people have missed. And I wasn't originally going to stream this, but it just seemed like a good idea. Also, part of this will be responding to Vati's video, because I think that, for once, that man had got something wrong, or missed something. Specifically timeline related. So I think I've put together what might be an actual timeline that we can go through. But again, I'm not the lore man here, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But if it makes sense, then that's good. My goal here is to speculate wildly and only hardly justify anything I say. Okay. The first thing I want to do before anything else is I want to talk to Nefeli after the Horlu fight. Because maybe she'll have some sort of wisdom, having helped slay who is, I think, her father. What say you?
I will remain, but York I surely lay us.
No? Nothing? The tree that the god made is burning to the ground and you guys are just not freaked out? I'd be upset. What have you even got? Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. This was a waste of my time, but that's okay. What else is there to talk to? Also, there's all sorts of other bosses I have yet to kill. So if anyone has recommendations and you're just like, go do this one, I will. You'll have to take a guess at some of them. Like I've done all of the main field bosses, I think. Other than the death birds and the death rate birds. But if you've got like specific caves you want me to go into, I will. Like this one, I haven't completed this hero's grave. Or this castle, I haven't done this. I also haven't done the deep root depths. So this area, I've not done this yet. I've only just been there. And I still don't have the map for either of these two areas, so if you've got something, let me know. Also, my theories for today will involve underground. Alright, show above ground. So let's just look at the newest gameplay trailer. Or not the gameplay, the story trailer, because the gameplay is going to work itself out. Right? Oh, hit the wrong button. So let me look at my OBS. Also, is Bandai Namco gonna freak out if I play their trailer? They shouldn't. Browser audio. Oh, where's this gonna go? Hang on. Whoops, I should have thought this through. Where does browser go? It only goes to output 1. Let's have it go to 5 as well. What else goes to 5? Oh, the Stream Deck goes to 5. Okay. 1 to 2 audio input capture, so that's gameplay, or that's my voice. 3 is something. I'm gonna send it to 6. 6 is nothing, right? What is 6? Oh, 6 is the game. Come on, cowards, give me more tracks. Okay, this is kind of annoying. I can't remember what I put where. Yeah, I guess I should put browser at 4. And that should be fine. Is it 4? Nothing. That's oh, is nothing using 3? Oh, brilliant. It's just the browser source that I have. Okay. If this is too loud, let me know. It's this display capture, right? Yep. And we're gonna take a little gander. Let me see if this is too loud. It shouldn't be.
Mikula the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Right, okay, good, you can hear it.
The seduction and the betrayal.
Okay, no wait, hang on. There's an important thing we missed. So obviously, symbolism, right? But beyond the symbolism, hair. This is a kind of weird spot to retrieve hair from. If you've ever... Never mind. It's just a weird spot to retrieve hair from. Also, beyond the symbolism, apparently there's a character who dresses like this. Like, with this same garb. So we don't actually know what's going on here for sure. It is, there's a lot of anatomy stuff going on. So, anyway, we're gonna go to... This is the announcement trailer from 2019 for this game. And we'll skip ahead to here. Now look, so here we have a figure. So we didn't know who this was when the trailer came out, but we now know that this is America / Radigan. Now my theory is, and I have this is one of I think 3 theories that I think are actually going to be potent, is that America and Radigan are not only the same person, but that America is not a real person. So America is entirely Radigan's, like, public persona as, like, this godlike person. And there's... The reason I say that is because if we look at... If we look at this here, anyone who looked at this, well, I don't know anyone, but most people who looked at this would say this is America, right? Because blonde hair, just generally seems very feminine. It's what most people would expect femininity to look like.
You don't see it.
And now...
Look up at the sky. It burns.
It zooms out, same person, same blonde hair, right? But a very... Oh shit, my... Uh-oh. My Restream crashed. Are we good? Am I alive? Yeah, okay. I think my browser just died. So now I'm seeing what I would expect a more masculine torso to look like. If we actually zoom out a little bit, you can see the hips aren't as wide, right? Flat chest. This is just what you'd expect. Also, I think that the torso being cracked is interesting. I wonder if that's because they're shattering the Elden Rune. The Elden Ring. I'm gonna die. My brain is shutting off. Anyway, that's a little side thing. What I meant to show you was actually over here. Look at this. So here, there's like these threads of hair that they're using to symbolize something, and I'll explain what I think it is. And then here in this gameplay trailer, same thing. The hammer that they're hitting the Elden Ring with has these threads coming off of it. So it's kind of linking them to be one and the same. Now, what I think is going on here is that these threads are actually like life force slash power that are existing outside of the body.
Betrayal.
Here's some evidence to show why I think that. If we skip ahead to
Gold arose.
here, this is forming the bottom rune for the Elden Ring, right? So this is like the wellspring of power. If we have a look at one of the items here, the rune arc. Right, you can kind of see the threads in that image. It's like the ring itself is made up of light threads. Apologies. Where typically when you see the rune, or a lot of people think it's made up of like like this, where it's made up of the cipher. But it's not. It's made up of the hairs. There is more evidence for that specifically. Also, I'm just now noticing that the memory of grace is just gold on water. Like, this is just the reflection of water. Which is interesting. I don't know what that means. Let me go to a spot really quick. No. So I'm gonna get some runes, and then I want to die. Because there's an effect that happens in game when you die that is, I think, telling. Close. Okay. Come here, board. There we go. Now I'm gonna get some runes. Come here. Okay. Now if this guy takes me out, we're gonna see something interesting. So the first thing to note, and let me remove some of the issue here. Okay, that guy will come over here and try to kill me, but that's fine. I just need to get them out of the way. Okay. Oh, I've attracted a new friend. It's okay, maybe he'll take a while. That did not do enough damage. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this, this spot where I dropped my runes. The first thing you'll notice is grace. And also you'll notice that it's growing like a tree. So the power has collected into this tree form. And that's very cool. But now if I grab my runes and I run away, kind of like follow it, like strings pop out of it and follow you. Now I feel like my memory served me that they were that they were a lot more like hair. But I suppose maybe I was wrong. Yeah, okay, that's not as strong. I thought they did look like hair, though. So let's go to somewhere else. Oh, I don't think I can show you that yet. Maybe I actually can. Maybe I can without triggering anything. So this is not me doing the final boss, but I will approach the final boss to go look at something. Oh no, you can't see it. That is unfortunate. Maybe I can pull up that Reddit post then. Oh wait, you couldn't see that because the browser was over the screen. Anyway, it didn't end up being important, so who cares? We'll just cut all that. Okay, let's step back to here.
Gold arose.
Now here, I've seen a lot of people say that this section that we can see is outside. And I'm going to contest that this is actually, the scene we see here with the gold is inside the tree. But I will support that more later. I've also seen, and this is a take that I very much don't agree with, that this has to be Radigan because this hair is gold and not, or that this hair is red and not gold. But also look at it. It's gold. I don't, is this like a, is this a dress? Do we not know what color it is? This is clearly gold. This is no other color. I mean, we can get a closer look. This is gold. It's not like out here's gold, so we're getting gold here. If we probably step back, it's gold here too. This is still gold. It's the blondest hair I've seen in my whole life. Okay, let's go to where it zooms out. So now we're zoomed out here, and we see what looks like a giant structure of some sort, created from the corpses of something. And outside is what looks to be like purple haze. It's real dark and dingy, if you ask me. Now, questions arise. First is, where are we? Second is, whose bodies are these? And third is, why is inside this structure outside? Right? A lot to consider. Let's jump back to, if I can. Oh, whoops. Was not it. Boy, this is making me feel real dumb. There we go, display capture. Okay, let's hop back into the game. I am here at the Erd tree. And we're going to step back here. And we're going to take a look at something. You see how there's a giant stone block here? And inside that stone block, you know, it's kind of messed up. This looks like there's a crack in the tree. You know, and as we get closer, that crack goes all the way through. Obviously to the inside of the Erd tree. And they've prettied it up quite a bit, right? Now I'm sure everyone can see this. Look, 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 look. Same, same. Same, same. We're here again. Now, question. Is it the same? Is it actually the same? My guess is no. Because, well, let's just take another look at the trailer, and I can explain myself a bit more.
And so too was Shadow born. What followed was a war unseen.
Okay, pause. Here, it says what followed is a war unseen. Now here's my question. If I turn off the display capture. If that tree, or whatever tree I'm putting in scare quotes, if whatever the stack of bodies was that looks suspiciously like a tree with a giant gash in the front of it, if that tree is this one, is the Erd tree, right here, magnificent golden tree, and a war followed, where is the evidence of that? We don't see any evidence, right? All of this stuff was caused by the shattering, the giant dragon was caused by the dragons trying to kill everyone. It's not been like a super peaceful time. Now, right? It does say it's a war unseen, so where could they have been fighting? Are they fighting in just a far-off land? Maybe what they were fighting was originally where Farum Azula was. I mean, there's plenty of things it could be. Although I personally like to think that Farum Azula was like here. Because we do find a lot of dragons in this kind of area. Right, and obviously Dragon Barrow's right down here, so it's not too far. It could have been that Farum Azula was at the center of all of the divine towers. Right? So there's a lot of options for that. Anyway, not important. What I'm going to suggest is that the tree we see in Shadow of the Erd Tree is not the Erd Tree at all, but the Halig Tree. I don't know, can I clear the fog? Is that a thing I can do? I heard there was a way to do it. Let's go to the Castle Soul rooftop. And we'll see. We're just getting closer to what I've envisioned. Theoretically, I could see it, but I'm going to go up to the top. And I don't think there's any enemies here, right? There's nothing back here. Actually, I think there might be something up here. I don't remember. But I need to get up to a spot where I can view everything. Okay. So this is the person he's facing, Mikola, so clearly the Halig tree should be out here somewhere. And actually, I think we can see the branch of it. I think we can see this branch. Let me see if I can clear the fog. So I'm gonna just off to the side here, look for something. I could go into the config to disable the fog. Alternatively, I can screw with the visual system so much that it disables it. So, pause for a moment while I do that. Quality settings. I can turn on ray tracing? I should totally do that. Volumetric quality, set it to low. Text quality, low. Does that require a system reset? Or is that just all of the tree we can see from here? Because I can see water. Okay, that is just all of the tree I can see from this spot. Let me go to the liturgical town then. My goal is to get a nice side view of the Halig tree. Oh, there's a duelist. Should we take him out? That'd be fun. Still not getting rid of the fog appropriately. Off. Let me do what I feel like. Maybe if I just drop the texture quality. Has anything even changed? I can't tell. Doesn't feel like anything's changed. Okay. I can turn up brightness. Oh, like on my screen I can turn up brightness? Yeah, not really what I'm looking for. Okay, well who cares? Maybe I can just find a picture of it. Or we can go to the Halig tree and take a better look. What happens if I turn on ray tracing? Okay, hang on. Let me return to the title menu. We'll go again. Or I can edit that setting to disable the fog. Let's do that. I mean, I'm definitely not modifying the game in any way. Don't come after me. Don't come after me. The users. Who actually installed the game? Was it me? I think it was me. I have a few users, so I gotta keep everything straight. App data. Oh, well, if you told me just to go to app data, I mean, that's a thing. App data roaming. Elden Ring. Graphics config. XML. There we go. Okay. And we want the oh, yeah, this is just a bunch of settings. That's good. Volumetric quality I can just set to disabled. Oh wait, it opened the XML in a browser instead of allowing me to edit it. Open with Notepad. Sorry, I'm sure this is boring. Volumetric quality disable. Thank you, devs, for leaving dev options in. I appreciate it. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, enabling ray tracing and disabling fog might cause issues. No, I wanted to save, not save as. Here we go. Okay, do I need to restart the game? Probably do. Let me just do that. Actually, this is a good time to just take a short break. Let's do that. Let's all take a break. I'll be right back. I've returned. I'll make some tea and then we will start back up. Continue. See if the game breaks. That would be kind of hilarious. Nope, no more fog. Good job. And the textures from here suck, so... I'm also now not viewing it from an angle that is very good. Although I guess this would be great for exploring the consecrated snowfields because the kind of weather effects are vary in the way of your ability to do anything. Now we're kind of only getting... Wait, what was that? What button did I press just then? What? What was that? What the hell happened? What are these markers? It looks like boss fights. Right, because you fight a boss in here. You fight a boss here. You fight one here? Yep, this is the giant. I don't know what this one is. Weird. Oh, it's Z, which is multiplayer status. What does that mean? Does that tell you where people are playing multiplayer a lot? I guess it's cool, I just don't know what it means. Let's go back up here. We'll take another look at the Halig tree in this spot. It is actually nice being able to see everything, like the water and stuff. Oh, hey. Don't do that. The water and everything is really cool. Glad you can see it from here. Also, cool that you can see all the way back to Mount Galmir from here. Very cool stuff. The level design is so good from Soft. I want to see it. Like, a lot of it's very hidden, which is a disappointment, I think, to a lot of people. Okay. So, oh yes, you can see it much better. So this is Michaelis Halig tree. I think it's literally what it's called. This area. Yep. So you see, it is a giant tree, much like the Erd tree, but it's not gold. Now, there are a few reasons for why it could not be gold. The first reason is because Miquella gave up grace, he gave up fate. It even says that. Let's take a look back here. Let's take a look back at the trailer. So this is
One that
giant
could
fiery
never
battle
be put to song.
that happens after they create this tree from the bodies. And they bring about grace or
Without
gold.
grace or honor.
Pause. Hang on, that's important. They note that this purge that Mesmer does is without grace. Which tells me, just based on their words alone, that their attempt to bring about grace did not work. They tried it and it didn't function correctly. Okay? Let's continue.
The tyranny of Mesmer's flame.
Now, this kind of twisted blade is a thing you see with a lot of items in game. So let's actually take a look at a few of those and see if we can find any commonalities. There we go. So the first, it doesn't quite look like it, but the black knife is very twisted. There's one sword in particular that I'm interested in taking a gander at. Well, actually, there's a few of them. Actually, you know what? Let's take a closer look at this weapon. So this is the Godskin Peeler, and I'm really interested in the kind of one side of it here. Can I click on this? What does it do? Oh, okay, cool. So this side, where it's kind of twisted like that, reminds me of the weapon this dude's holding. If we take a further look, where is it? Maybe I haven't picked it up yet. There's one of the weapons that is very twisted. I suppose I haven't picked it up yet. I'll have to at some point. Oh no, here it is. The Godskiller's Greatsword. It's very kind of twisty-turny. They're definitely setting up something here with the Godskin Apostles, and I'm not sure what they're going for exactly. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff here with this queen lady that I'm not quite sure about. Let's go back to the trailer. And we'll mull through this and then I'll put together what I think is real. Okay, that's important. Actually, I'm going to jump back to the game. Because there's something I want to run and grab really quick. So did you see the flame that Mesmer was holding? Mesmer was holding a flame that was red and was black. And we've only seen it one other time. I think. I've only seen it one other time. And it's in Rykard's Rancor. Right? Exactly the same black flame. Kind of energy going on. So my guess for what's going on there is that Mesmer has done some sort of blaspheming. And that's the reason for his flame color. Anyway, let's take a look back at trailer. Right? Same thing, red and black flame that's kind of flowing. pause here. Who are these folks? I can't really see. It's also posted to YouTube, so the quality is going to be quite low. So I can boost that. 720. 4K. Well, this isn't a 4K monitor. I'm still only getting 720. So honestly, it looks like the Beastmen. It looks like the people that Malekith were. Okay, now we pause. There's some architecture bits I want you to keep in mind, which is these pillars and this tree shape. Let's look. This will not be a 1-for-1, but it might be close enough to convince some people. Actually, it might be 1-for-1, I don't know. It's hard to see this tree. But do you kind of see how the Halig tree is bent like this? Oh, wait, you can't even see it. The Halig tree. It grows up for a bit and then it bends over to one side. And you can even see that there are sections of the tree that are completely broken. Right? Which kind of match up with this broken section up here. Now, I don't know that it's 1-for-1 that the Halig tree in this tree here are the same. But what I do know is that this tree is definitely not the Erd tree. It looks nothing like it. We see here that there's like gold starting to flow through here, right? We even see Marika's symbol up here. But it's not complete. So here's my idea. I think that, and this is, Mikola's Halig tree is called a failed Erd tree, that the one that is created, the Erd tree that they try and create right here, this one, did not work. I don't think that this is the one that actually functions. So here's my kind of timeline of events. Actually, let me get something set up here. Do I have Lucid here? Maybe we'll do a little timeline. I do. Okay. So let's go through and put together what could be a timeline of events. And now this isn't going to be a full, DLC timeline, but it will be an ordering of events that coincide with what we can play in the game currently. So, what do we know happened in the DLC? Well, we see that there are bodies stacked up, right? So, for Marika and Redigan, I'm just going to use M and R. Just like that. Because I do think that they've always been the same person. I don't think they've ever not been the same person. M and R, they stack up a ton of bodies. To make a tree. Right? So they're trying to bring about grace, and so they stack up all these bodies. tree grows, but doesn't function correctly. Now, what could be causing this is that the Rune of Death still exists, and they have to rewrite it to bring about grace. But they do say that when they make the first tree, they bring about grace. It's just not the... It doesn't look like the one they were expecting. It's kind of half-baked, you know? Let me push this a little bit. Okay. Now, this is going to be just for a reason. I don't know the reason, but Vesmer, I'm just going to abbreviate his name. Right, so he decides to go to war with Marika Radigan. I don't know the reason. I suspect it's got something to do with his blasphemous black flame, like he didn't like that grace came about, where he's like an opposing force. Now this is going to be 100% speculation on my part. I think that Mesmer gets sealed away below the mountaintop of the giants. But I'm just gonna say he's sealed away. And that's kind of why the war would be unseen, right? If he's trying to fight war. Let's go back to the game really quick, and I'll kind of show what I'm thinking. Right, so we've got this whole section up here on top of the mountain. And then you kind of very clearly see that there is a... It's almost like a cutout here, with something still there. So there is a Halig tree here, right? And there's a bunch of structure around it, but nothing ever explains why this tree is growing here. Actually, hang on. There's something, so I was looking at this tree when I was comparing it, but there's two trees here. This is two trees, almost certainly. There's this one, right? Which is surrounded, obviously, it looks like it's in a planter, if you can think about it like that. But it doesn't look like the rest of it. Don't show this again. I'm glad no one can see that screen, because it just definitely threw a bunch of personal information. Thank you, Lucid Chart, for that. But then there is this whole deal here, where it looks like there's another tree that's rotted out and falling apart that kind of goes in this direction. So I wonder if maybe this is that first tree that they tried to make right here. Right, this one. And then you've got Mikla's Halig tree, which is like an attempt two of building the tree. And you can even sort of see it in the icon, where there's this tree that grows up, and then there's this one that is kind of cut short. And I don't know if anyone's ever thought about it, but why would they need to... Why would they need to cut one of the trees short? Why would it be cut back? I wonder if I can see that. So that's back where I was. That's up there. No, I'm not going over there. Maybe I can see it from the canopy. but the game looks very different when you can actually see all of it. Hey. Where is that? Where's that? That's the mountaintop of the giants. And there's an island there that it's not on our map. I wonder if maybe that's where the DLC could take place. I don't know. Okay. So we've got this tree, right? The one that we're standing on. Is this kind of section here, which is Miquella's Halig tree. And it is, oh, maybe I'm wrong. So it looked like this was growing out of down there, but it looks like it just bends off the original tree. It definitely looks like the original tree was cut short though, like something happened to it. Does it not? Like trees don't typically just grow like that. Let me take a look back at the trailer. Let's take a look to see if something like that's going on.
War unseen.
I mean, it does kind of look like there's this piece and then this piece that grows off the side of it. I don't know, it's not a 1-for-1, but I mean, it's there. It is certainly there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's something to think about. And then also, if we're just like looking around, you've kind of got this spire architecture that's built out here, and you can kind of see the same thing in the trailer. It's not, I don't think it's close enough to be real though.
And so kindly Miquella would abandon everything.
I don't know where this is. Maybe this isn't that island over there? Could be. Take another look at this architecture. If there weren't pointy pieces on top of the stuff here, I'd say it's closer. Although a lot of it's rising into the air. It could be. It very, very well could be that the tree in the Shadow of the Earth Tree trailer is the Halig tree. But that offshoot of it that broke. And what could be is that the DLC takes place over on that island over there. Because it's not on the map, and we can see it when we turn off fog. It would also make sense that it's not on the map if they decided to keep the war hidden and just cut out everything that's, you know, supposed to be there. Another theory I had was that the DLC could take place under the mountaintop of the giants, because there's nothing down here. It's just empty. The three underground spots are the Sofri River, the Anseal River, and Deeper Depths under Leyndell. It would also make sense that if Mesmer came up with a way to burn down the Erd Tree through his like blasphemous flame, that the Halig tree that we see is so damaged, right? If he went to war and literally tried to burn down this tree, right? Oh, what did I press? And he literally tried to burn down everything going on out here in this tree. It might make sense. it would also kind of make sense why they would keep this closed off, because they don't want people going back in the past to figure out what was going on. And that, like, they had failed attempts at creating a nursery. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's jump back to that timeline document. Okay, so Mesmer sealed away. Am I spelling it right? Let me take a look. No, it's spelled like Halleck. Okay, so he gets sealed away, either just stuck on that island, unable to do anything, or below the mountaintop of the giants, something like that, but he's sealed away. Then we have the Erdtree, right? So Marika Radigan. They probably have some sort of war. So what I think they figure out, and this is not obviously something I have any data or evidence to confirm, is that what they come up with is burying the crucible, right, the primordial crucible that gives everything its life, under the Erdtree in order to sustain it properly this time. So now you have, like, to serve the Golden Order, they're literally rewriting how death works, how death and life function. Right, and so they do the same thing. They kill a bunch of people, they stack a bunch of bodies. And then we have... Oh, I don't know how to spell that. Okay, I've got a spelling. Nicola runs away to the Erdtree. Right, so he, like, sees the war, and then he goes to the Erdtree, and he's like, this is where I'm at now. Right, so he goes back to the old tree to, like, figure out how to stop Marika Radigan from, you know, continuing their conquest rampage. And then basically everything you see in the game happens. Now the question is, who did they have to kill to build the Erdtree, and who did they have to kill to build the Erdtree? I think is the last piece that we don't know. And here's where I was kind of confused. Right, because they stack up all these bodies, and then the war happens. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, it's totally to go in the direction of where they go to war to build the Erdtree, and that's a cool thing. And it brings into question, like, Miquella's character if he's making his own Erdtree. But it makes more sense if the Erdtree already existed, and Miquella just shows up and takes it over. Right, if it already existed because it was a failed Erdtree, then that's one thing. So, or maybe Miquella was tasked with keeping Mesmer at bay, and that's why they're so close to each other? I have no idea. That's kind of as far as I got. Let me look at my document and see if I had anything else. I have a note about the War of the Giants, where they, you know, Marika Radigan goes through and they take out the mountaintop of the giants because they know how to burn down the Erdtree. I have a note here that says Radigan may have just straight up had kids with the Elden Beast, and so there's no need for there to be like a America figure in the slightest. The reason I think that is because all of their... I mean, we can look, but all of the demigods, or all of the children that they have, so think about Messmer's red hair, Melania red hair. Who else is there? Radigan's got red hair. Morgott and Moog have white hair, but they're Omen, right? So I don't know if that counts. They're also old. Yeah, Morgott's hair is white. Moog is bald. But they're Omen. Godric's got blonde hair, right? Godric grafted. Oh. He's got white hair too. Okay, so it seems like there is a group of the demigods that have white hair. We don't know what hair Ronnie's was. My guess is since her name starts with an R, it is probably... Oh, you know why they would have... Why they'd have white hair? Because they're Godfrey's kids. So all of Radigan's kids have red hair, and all of Godfrey's kids have blonde hair. That's what it seems like. It is strange that the only demigod we see with blonde hair is Mikola. But does Melina have blonde hair? Nope, Melina's got red hair. I'm glad this did not show up on the stream. There's a lot of pornography. Holy shit. Can we, like, chill the hell out? She's, like, a minor character in this story. Well, not like, you know what I mean. She's less important. She's not, like, a child. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I think that's all of the lore that I had to talk about. If there's anything else I can think of, I'm sure I can talk about it. I also really like the idea that all of these trees being ghosts means that the entire consecrated snowfield is an Everjail. He's chasing me. Did I break it? What's going on? He running. Why? What is going on? Don't you get tired? There he goes. Oh, I'm out of juice. Got him. He was tough. I do like his equipment, though. Oh, there's a tree. I must have missed this. Yeah. What's that? I'm out of here. Why is it summoned space magic? Wait, that's not space magic at all. That's blue fire. I've never seen blue fire here. When did this thing get blue fire? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was with his health pool. Okay, we gotta take this thing out because it's not doing me any good being here. Is it going down? I can't quite tell. So I'm going to this church. I have a little... Hey! Is it dead? It's dead. I got it. Good job. This is very interesting. Why are you here? Do you speak? Hang on. I can't summon here. No, you guys need to chill out. So what am I supposed to do here? I don't know. Oh, jellyfish. Having Trinia's lilies here is interesting. The reason I say it's interesting is because the Albinaric woman in here is sleeping. I also don't know why she's here or how I interact at all. Or if I can interact at all. I'm sure I can't summon my spirit ashes in here. No, I can't. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go. I guess I'm just gonna walk around. Unless there's something down here. A lot of these knights. They're the Mausoleum Knights. What is this ice? What are you doing here? Wait, is this a minor Erdtree? Shh, I have to be very sneaky. Because there's ice rune bears for some reason. Wait, what's this? Why is this here? Oh, I've been invaded by a sanguine noble. What's up there, pal? Me too. Ditto. Oh, geez, he can use that moveset. Ah, oh, man, he's so much faster than me. Let me re-equip spells for actually battling. Okay. I've also got Lieutenant's Ashes equipped, so I gotta remove that. My goal is just to take this guy out as quick as possible. Is that a rune bear sleeping? Oh, jeez. Surprised it didn't attack me. Why can't I lock onto this enemy? Okay, he should show up here. Hopefully not behind me. Oh, damn it. Oh, this is so annoying. I hate that there are other enemies here. Yep, just can't. Ugh. It's so frustrating. And they're so hard to see, too. It looks cool when the air tree's burning like that. I do sort of wonder what this section would look like without the air tree burning now. And we're getting invaded. Okay, much easier now. You know, when there's not 1,000 enemies trying to attack me all at once. Look, that means I can go through here. Which is good, I suppose. Where does this go? My guess is the deeper depths, I'm not sure though. I don't like how dark it is. Oh, we're in a cave. Oh. I see. So this is how you normally get to Mogun Palace. Whoa, hang on, this area looks way different without fog. Cool. But anyway, I've already got all the Sights of Grace here. Yeah, so... maybe there's one over here that I haven't seen. It is cool. How do I get over here? Also, this is the entrance to the DLC, so it does kind of make sense that what was I saying? Oh, you can definitely see the edge of the map. I'm gonna change that setting back really quick, because I don't like it. I mean, I do, it's cool for seeing stuff, but... I can actually adjust it here on the fly, rather than restarting. Cool, that looks a bit more like expected. I don't know how you're supposed to get down there. Maybe there's some way over here. Not sure, this area's very cool though. Oh, you know where we haven't gone yet? Ooh, hang on. We've never gone to the lift here. Or I've never gone all the way up it. Also, the plan is to do Radigan next week on Wednesday. So I guess mark your calendars or something. And then after that, I will not be playing this game until the DLC comes out, which is in like a month. Hey, there it is. Oh, that was weird. Here we are. Khaled. Which way can I go? Okay, so I can go this way. Or this way. And I'm not really sure which... So that way it looks like... Not sure which way goes where. I guess I'll just follow it and see. Only got 5,000 runes, so I'm not too worried. A rune bear. Ah, leave me alone. I don't know where I am. But what did that give me? Nothing? No. We're just back here at this rot lake. What is this? Why can't I shoot it? Oh, it's a graven mass. Interesting. So we have to go the other way. Yeah, there are golems. Okay. Don't like that. Hi, Mr. Golem. Uh-oh. Let me out of here. Mr. Golem. Excuse me, sir. Can you leave me alone, please? Wait, is it? Oh, jeez. Freaking sniper, dude. Is there no grace up here? Kind of expected there to be grace. You know, some way to get these guys off my tail. Can I talk to Mr. Jar here? I now see their summon sign. Sure, but we're here. Maybe going in here will fix it. Oh wait, no, I still have to fight these guys. Okay. Beat one of the duelists. There's that one. Wait. Ours defense is so high. That's crazy, dude. Cool. Is that all I get? It just did. Okay. Wait, I can open this? You didn't used to be able to open this. Whoa. Interesting. My guess is everyone just uses the mimic tier, right? Cool. Is this like, is there team-based combat? Or it's just dueling with Spirit Ashes? Interesting, okay. Oh, you can get back to this from the round table. Right on. Oh, boy, you're here. How's it going? Is there anything I want from Melania's power? I don't think so.
I see. You're here for some spirit tuning.
Were you here for any of the lore talk that I did? Where we talked about the new Shadow of the Earth tree stuff? Looked at the trailer. Yeah, no new dialogue. Oh, okay. It so I went through and I reviewed the trailer, and my theory, oh, we can't even see it because I turned fog back on. My theory here is that there is this main section of the Halig tree is the tree that America makes in the trailer. I'm just gonna pull the trailer back up. Okay. The theory is that main section of the Halig tree that's broken is actually
And
this. So like they try and make a tree, but it doesn't work out. And the reason it's not working out is because Mesmer, who has this blasphemous black flame, or not black flame, it's just the blasphemous flame that Rykard has. Right, so it's like the mountaintop of the giant flame mixed with the black flame from the Godskin apostles, is that's what it seems like to me anyway. is what actually was used to destroy this version of the Erd tree, the first one they try and make. And that Mesmer gets sealed away at a location here, which I will pull back up. If I can. I have to restart the game really quick. So it'll take me a second. And I have to disable volumetric effects. There we go. I'm gonna have some tea while this restarts. Get my caffeine in before I fall asleep. And my reason for saying, well, I have a few reasons for saying that the Halig tree failed, or that the Halig tree is the first failed Erd tree, is because it's just not built in the right spot. Right? They tried to build it, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, near the mountaintop of the giants, which one made it very easy for the giants to burn it down. But also, like, the one that they build is on top of the crucible, which actually allows them to rewrite how life and death work, which was the goal, it seems like. I also talked a bit about, okay, let me see if I pull this back up. We'll take a look at the tree in a second. So at the start here, we see obviously, you know,
and the betrayal.
this opening section, meme to hell. America pulls a strand of hair out of whatever the hell that is. Right? So very hair-like, okay? But we actually see that same hair effect in an older trailer here, where Marika Radigan, I think that Marika Radigan, by the way, I think that they're the same physical form. I don't think that they were ever separate. Because even as early as them putting together this first tree, like, this is clearly both of them combined. Unless Marika is just, by definition, an incredibly androgynous person, which could be. But yeah, I saw Vati's video where he says that this is red hair, and I'm concerned for either his monitor quality or his eyes, because this is blonde. This is the blondest hair I've seen in my whole life. But yeah, this trailer's very interesting looking back at it now. Also, like, where is this? Is that in the Erd tree? Might be. Someone else pointed out, and I could not find the post, but when you go inside the Erd tree, this is the background. So this kind of cloud-like thing is the background of the inside of the Erd tree. So it seems like this form here on the outside is looking in, right? We're not inside anything looking out. And that this kind of purple haze is just what the world looks like. Now, that could be for a few reasons. It looks red. It looks very blonde to me. And, like, I mean, you can make the case that the only reason it's not blonde is because you're shining, you know, white light at it. But also, if you want to make the case that it's red, and I think maybe this is some symbolism here, the entire background is red, so any reflection you're getting, because this is done in, you know, Unreal or whatever they use to render this, you're going to pick up all of the red scattering from behind the character. So it could be that we're getting red scattered light up into the hair, or that we're getting yellow scattered light, like the white light from, you know, inside this tree here. It's, I think, maybe symbolism that, you know, this demigod, Marika Radigan god, whatever you want to call him, is functionally two people, even if they share the same form. So, like, Marika is the outward-facing golden thing, and then Radigan is the blood-hungry warmonger. That's kind of, you know, what built the Empire. It also, I think that might make a little bit more sense with who their kids are, right? Because obviously Godfrey's got white hair, right? So Godric, Moog, Morgott, they all have white hair. But all of the other children, well, actually, Moog doesn't have hair at all. He's bald. All of the other children have red hair, except for we don't know what color Ronnie's hair was, and Mikola's hair is blonde. But also, Mikola gave up his lineage. He literally gave up everything, so I don't know what to make of that. There's a lot here that I don't know, because I'm not like a super lore person. But this is just my observation. If I jump back in with no fog, why is the fog still here? I have it set to not be here. I did hit save, did I not? On this config file. Disable. I spelled it right. Yeah. Maybe I've got to set this shit to low. Let me just see if I go back to the main menu if that fixes it. It is interesting. Let me also, I will pull up the old gameplay trailer because I think it shows their hair color much better.
Burns.
Now, granted, we're only getting white light, so, right, this is all white. So if you were going to see red, it would be here. And it still looks, you know, golden to me. I could be wrong. I think more evidence for Marika and Radigan having always been the same person is just this shot. Like, that's clearly what Marika's face looks like here, and clearly what Radigan's body looks like there, so I don't know. But also, you know, there's a thing in this game with everyone being two people. Or just certain people being two people. Did we ever figure out why Ronnie and Reyna are two people, but one person? Is it... I don't know. Maybe their personality is just not well defined. Why did this still not load correctly? Low. It's disabled even. Oh, you can actually kind of see it now. Okay. It's not completely turned off, but it should be good enough. So the first thing to note when looking at the Halig tree is, one, there's an entire section missing, which never gets explained. Typically when a tree is, you know, in the lore it says that the Halig tree is a failed Erd tree, if I remember correctly. So, typically failed trees don't just do that. There's not just like a giant missing section of the tree unless it was destroyed somehow. So I think the concept that Mesmer could have destroyed this section of the tree and then Mikola tried cultivating this part could be real, although very little evidence to show that. But what there is out here, which I think is very interesting, is an island that's not on the map. It should be right here. And it is not. There's literally nothing here. If I had to guess, if I'm going to put my bets on anything, it's that the DLC either takes place on that island, right? So all of the kingdom and stuff that was destroyed in the trailer with that giant fiery war happens out there, or, and this might even make more sense, it happens below the mountaintop, down here. Because if I remember correctly, there is not a section under this mountain. There's the deeper depths, Ansel River, and Sofria only. So there's definitely two open spots of why is there a giant tree here and no land surrounding it, and why is there nothing under the mountain? Seems like a perfect place for there to be something under. Or we'll get both. Which, given that they combined their plans for both DLC into one and are releasing it in a month, I could definitely see there being both a new underground section and that island. And given, I mean, if we're just talking about DLC location, given that we know that it's tied to Mikola very heavily, I wouldn't be surprised if it was near the Halig tree. And they also said it's an endgame area, which is typically this section of the map here. Is that all the lore stuff that I wanted to talk about? I think it is. I have a document here off to the side. Oh, you know what I didn't talk about? I don't think I talked about it before either, which is they have all these bodies. Oh wait, you can't see the map. Damn it. You haven't been able to see any of this, have you? Okay, this island out here, beyond the tree. Right, it should be over here, and it is not. We can only see this section, right, that's actually attached. Here. So, I don't know if there's any other islands like this, where you can clearly see it, but it's just never... I wish you would have told me, but yeah. I've done that like 4 or 5 times. Managing the multiple windows is very, very annoying. Because I'm running out of monitors to put everything on, so I have to swap between like chat and OBS and everything. Very annoying. But yeah, there's a whole island, and I don't think anyone's talked about it yet. At least I've not heard any murmurs about it. And then this section of the tree that's right in front of me is the one that looks destroyed. Where this one kind of looks complete. Oh, something died. I wonder if you just get runes by existing. Okay, so they stack up all those bodies in the trailer. And I'm wondering a little bit who those bodies are. Like, where did they go to war that would have yielded like 1 million corpses? Because there's not... This place is not really big enough to support that many people. Like, the villages here are all very small, so I wonder if they maybe brought those people in or something. I have no clue. And if they did do it twice, right? If they tried this one and it failed, and then they did this one and it worked out, How? Yeah, it could be that they invaded this island up here and just took out everyone, and they stacked them all up off the coast. Although it does kind of seem like there used to be more land in the lands between. Like you see, all of this section here is kind of broken off. Right, and you even see in this section here where you have a waterfall that drops off, and you can see that from, I think you can see it from Farum Azula if you go out there. You can almost definitely see it from the isolated Divine Tower. I wonder if maybe they went to war with this middle section of the lands between to build the Erd Tree. Because, like, why else, other than that war with the dragons? Right, it could be that the dragons, you know, this is where they lived, and then they took off with Farum Azula. And I've heard people say that the DLC is going to be in this cloud here. I don't know, though. Seems like it could be an aspect of the DLC. Where do I want to look? I want to look for that waterfall. Yeah, right there. Why is there a giant waterfall there? Where does the water come from? Why is there a waterfall here and not here? Clearly this is just lifted up. So this is all draining out still. There's a lot of questions that this game poses and then just forgets to answer. A lot of the whys and hows are just left to the imagination. I'm also noticing that architecture seems very similar to something else we've seen, but I can't remember where or why. It seems familiar. Also, like, why is there something under the Beast Clergyman? Like, what would be down there normally? Can I go see that closer? Oh, geometry's weird. It seems important enough that they modeled all that. Is there some way to get down there? Oh, there's trees. Oh, interesting. You know, FromSoft's got a big thing for trees. I think they enjoy them a little too much. And then over here. Hey, wait, hang on. I knew this reminded me of something. All of these are the same type of graves that they have at Farum Azula. And hands. Yeah. I think FromSoft's like calling cards is trees, hands, and feet. Oh, and fire. Interesting. I did not realize that there would be burial stuff from Farum Azula, but I suppose it makes sense because the beast clergyman is in that sanctuary and there's beastmen in there. Oh, there's a bat. I didn't know there would be bats. It's cool, I guess. Where do I need to go now? Feels like I need to go somewhere from here. They wouldn't put this down here for no reason. Oh, can I not get back up? Oh, I have horse. Definitely feels like there should be something out here. Hmm. Oh, there's a message over there. Right down here. It's a long fall. Oh, holy hell, you can get all the way down. Ooh, bat. I did not think you'd be able to go all the way down here. It's kind of crazy. People are saying to go down here. Ooh, jeez. Now which way? I don't think I can just fall all the way down there. I will just die. I go up here. And over here. And up there. Do a little bit of parkour. Here I am, down here. Okay, what's over here? Oh, look, it's the Beastmen again. Very interesting. Wait, what am I looking at over here? I wish disabling the fog had worked properly. This is strange that all this stuff exists down here. And that volumetric effects are still on, even though I disabled them in the config files. Disable. Graphics config, disable. I'm spelling it right. File. Save. Oh, I have to set to read only so the game can't overwrite it. Which means now I can restart. We can take a look at everything better. I really hope that we get a wider variety of spell types for mages or for sorcerers in the DLC. Having access to a little bit of fire, a little bit of ice, and blue/purple rocks is not it could be better. Especially more utility stuff. Or like a spell that puts stuff to sleep would be nice. Hey, there it goes. Okay, now that I've disabled the fog, we can see everything a lot better. Means we can actually take a look at the lake here. And this is interesting. I know I say that a lot, but you can definitely see that there are tree roots coming out of the ground there. I don't see... Actually, you know what? I don't know that this section was maybe cut out as much as it used to be that the water at the waterfall over there was held back. Because the water in this lake does not come from anywhere besides this lake. What might be a better explanation is that a lot of this stuff just fell apart or never existed in the first place. Like up here, it could be that this stuff just kind of fell down into the water. Which, yeah, that might be the reason why this wall comes to like a good spot at the end. I definitely think less that this lake used to be actual land. Although I do still think it's weird that there is a waterfall here. Oh, that's weird. Hang on, what the hell? Okay, so volumetric effects are disabled. But there's a 2D image of a cloud, where this cloud is, in-game. Like if I go to this tower, I can't see the image from this side. Is it above me? Nope, I just can't see it. Oh, but there is an empty chunk in the game where that cloud is. So I wonder if there's... Man, maybe there will be something here in the future. It's also cool that you can see all the divine towers from the same spot. Or from one spot. That's also interesting. What is that in the wall? Does that appear everywhere else? You can definitely see that empty space there now. But they do all have it. Okay. Hmm. This also shows just how small the map is compared to what you expect when you look in the actual map itself. Like, Caelid feels giant when you're standing in it, but they're actually like kind of comically small. I bet you Stormville Castle looks weird without the fog effects. Wait. I actually want to look from the belfries. Is that the lift for Dectus? Is that what that is? Yeah. Stuff's kind of cool. Hmm. Where do these go typically? Do I have a key for this? No. There's only one per playthrough? Oh, interesting. This is a particle effect. Yeah, it's weird how much you can see now. Where's that section? There are more keys? Alright, I'll have to go find them at some point. Is there a way to get down there? That looks traversable. This is probably the section I haven't gone to in Stormvale Castle. At the bottom. Interesting. Wait, how do I get down there? This is the section I need to go to, right? Whoops. Anyway, now I'm just fooling around. I think that's gonna do it. That's all I've got. I'm fighting Radigan on Wednesday. And then I probably won't play again until the DLC comes out. What time is it? Ooh. Yeah, I gotta get some work done. Try and get ahead. I have to put up the America video. Not America. Millennia video tomorrow. Means I have to write it and then do it tomorrow. And stay on top of the short schedule, which is... You might not be late. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right at 7 on Wednesday. What do I have going on next week? I might start late just because I'd like to push stream back a little bit. I don't have Outlook on this account. Let me check my calendar on my phone. Next week is... Oh, no. Next week's gonna not be busy in the slightest. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. I wouldn't worry about being late. My goal for Radigan is to fight it solo, so no summon. That was my goal for Millennia as well, but that fight was so much more difficult than I expected, even with a summon and a fully leveled sorcerer, so yeah. If I had fully spec'd into Dex, that might have been possible, but I think it would have taken me probably 1,000 or so attempts to do it on my own, and I don't have that kind of time. But I do expect Radigan to take me the full 3 hours. I hear that fight's really tough. I also hear it's a bit more fair, right? That there's no attacks that just outright slaughter you. So, who knows? I've also never seen anyone fight it. So like where I had seen people fight Milady before, because I never thought I was ever going to do it. I've never seen anyone fight Radigan, because I didn't want spoilers, so... It'll take me a while. But yeah, since I've got nothing going on, plan for Wednesday, 7 p.m. EST. I don't know what that is. I think that's, what, 8 Central and... Oh man, is that... It's like midday in West Coast, right? Because West Coast is behind East Coast? Where did my cursor go? My cursor's become... Oh, there it is. Uh, 7 p.m. is 4 p.m. EST. I mean, I can push it back to 5 or 6 EST. But then London's at like 1 a.m. And it's tough to balance, right? But it's fine. Probably at 7:30, 8 p.m. EST is where I'm going to try and shoot for. Or take time and actually eat food instead of like cooking as quickly as possible and then editing and then streaming. Okay, that's really all I have. I'm going to go work some more.